Good morning, students. Today, our topic of discussion is how to prepare the double column cash book. We had already done the single column cash book in which we record the cash transactions belonging to the business. How the double column cash book is different from the single column cash book. The name itself says and suggests the difference between these two. In single column cash book, there is only one column, and that is the cash column to record the cash transaction. In two column cash book, there are two columns. One column is to record the cash transaction and another is for the bank column. The following is the difference which I just spoke to you, is clearly saying in single column cash book, there is only one column which records only the cash transaction of a business. Whereas in two column cash book, there are two columns. One is to record the cash transaction and another is to record the bank transaction. Before we proceed, how to prepare the two column cash book and what is the format of it, what are the peculiar things about it, we need to go into details that why we prepare the two column cash book. We need to prepare the two column cash book because most of the transaction of the business are nowadays is happening through the bank. So keeping of the proper bank record of the transaction is very much necessity. That's why we need to prepare the two column cash book. And after the digitalization and improvement in the technological things all over the world, with the bank importance increases a lot. So in order to have a proper control over the banking transaction, we need to have the proper bank transaction recording, which is done by the two column cash book. This is the format of the two column cash book, and the format is similar to the single column cash book, with the difference that one column is added both on the receipts as well as on payment side, showing the bank transactions. The rest columns will be are as usual, like we did in the single column cash book, that is date, particulars, ledger folio, as usual. The left hand side is debit side, which is recording all the receipts of the business, and the credit side is representing payments, which is recording all the cash payments happening in the business. Two special type of a transaction which we need to understand before we proceed how to do preparation of the double column cash book. The first transaction in this regard is on your screen is contra entry. With respect to two column cash book, the entry is called as a contra entry when one part of the transaction is cash and another part of the transaction is bank. Two such type of transactions are on your screen. These are cash deposited into bank or cash withdrawn from the bank. Because when cash is deposited into bank, the cash will reduce, whereas the bank will increase. And opposite will happen when the cash is withdrawn from the bank. Why and how we can show these transactions into the cash book, that we will study after 3-4 minutes. But before that, how can we show these type of a transaction into the cash book? In order to represent such transaction into the cash book, in the ledger folio column, we write C. C represents a shortcut for contra entry. And the importance of contra entry is that these entries are not posted into the ledger. Why? Because both the aspect of transaction had already been recorded into the cash book. Either cash reduces or bank increases, or bank reduced or cash increase. That's why both the aspects are already going to be recorded into the double column cash book. That's why for such transaction, there is no need of preparation of ledger for these transactions. Second important transaction with respect to double column cash book is check in hand. Check in hand, as the name itself suggests, the check which are in our hand. So what is check in hand? Those checks which we had received from our debtors, but that had not been deposited into the bank on the date of receipt. And this concept of check in hand took place birth in India after the application of IFRS, that is International Financial Reporting Standard, that we had already done in chapter number 3, theory base of accounting. And after the application of IFRS and changes in the companies law in India, that is Companies Act 2013 became enacted, there is a concept of check in hand developed. Why the check which is received on the date but not deposited on that date into the bank is called as check in hand, because we had not yet deposited this check into bank. Either this check is deposited on later date after the receipt date, or we may give the right of this check to someone else. And when we give right to someone to get the payment of a check which is being received by us, that activity is called as endorsement. So how this is going to be recorded? On the date of receipt. On the date of receipt, this is going to be recorded into the journal entry by means of the entry on your screen, that is check in hand account debit to debtor. How this is going to be recorded in cash book? On the date of receipt, we are not going to record it into the cash book because it is recorded into journal, but on the date of deposit, this is going to be debited into the bank column of the cash book, because bank balance will increase, but we will write to check in hand. How all this going to be recorded? We are having a question for your practice in the next slide. Firstly, we will discuss the question all about, and then the preparation and the closing of the double column cash book. So this is the practice question in which we have to prepare the 2-column cash book. The transactions are mostly simple. What is the requirement as different from the single column cash book? I will explain you. The first transaction, that is July 1 transaction, that is bank overdraft. Bank overdraft is a facility which is given by bank to its customers to have a negative balance. And bank gave this facility to the customers because bank is going to earn interest on it. Bank gives this facility to the reputed customer who are having a good credit worthiness, and also bank takes some assets as security that in case the customer, the account holder will not be able to pay the debt in the future, the assets can be used to recover the amount. So simply, the bank overdraft is nothing but a negative bank balance. The July 2nd transaction is simple, that we are paying rent, so money will go out. Goods sold, money will come in. July 4, paid to Rakesh, money will go out. But July 5, July 10 and July 14 transaction I had reflected through a yellow color, because these are the special transactions which I just spoke about it. That is contra entry and the check in hand. So July 5 entry is a contra entry because here cash is being deposited into bank. So one part is cash and another part is bank. Whereas July 10 transaction, we did opposite of it. That's why it is also a contra entry. Now, July 6 transaction is we received check from Ramesh. So nothing is mentioned to be assumed. This check received from Ramesh is deposited into bank on the same date itself. July 7, it is a cash withdrawn from the bank for personal use. It is not a contra entry because here the money is being withdrawn from the bank for the personal need of the owner and not coming into the business. That's why it is not a contra entry. And paid commission, cash will go out. Now coming to the July 12 transaction, which is giving a further problem to the transaction happening on July 14. On July 12, we received check from Ravi. but this check is not deposited on that date, but it was deposited on July 14. So on July 12, this is not going to be recorded into the 2-column cash book since it is a check in hand, and on July 14, when you deposit this into the bank account, it is going to be recorded into the bank account. I request you all to take a screenshot of this question so that when I will present the next slide, you will be able to do the question, understand the question without looking backward again and again. So providing the solution, this is just I had put up a transactions into the format already discussed with you people. The first is, since it is a cash in hand, so we recorded to balance BD, that is 1 lakh into the cash column. But bank is having a negative balance, so that's why it is recorded on credit side, that is buy balance BD, 25,000. Then rest of the transaction other than marked with the yellow are simple one, where there is cash is coming in, money is coming in, that will be recorded on debit side. If it is coming in cash, it is recorded on cash column, debit side. If it is received through check, it is going to be recorded on debit side in the bank column. Similarly, if the money is going out, it will be recorded on cash side, credit side. And if the money is paid through bank, it will be recorded on credit side. Like July 2nd transaction, rent is being paid. So rent is being paid, it is recorded on bank column of the transaction. Then the July 3rd transaction, that is to sales account, the money is coming into business, that's why it is recorded on debit side. Now coming to the transaction on July 5, which is a contra entry, because in this transaction, we are depositing cash into bank. Since when cash is depositing into bank, the bank will increase and cash will reduce. Since bank will increase and cash will reduce, so that's why we wrote it on the debit side of this cash book to cash account into the bank column and by bank account into the cash column. The transaction of July 7 already explained to you. It is not a contra entry. It is a single entry because here the money is being withdrawn from the bank for personal use. That's why it is by drawings into the bank. In the commission paid, the money goes out. That's why recorded on credit side. In July 6 transaction, we received check from Ramesh, which is deposited into bank. So it is directly recorded on this. The July 10th transaction is again contra entry, but that contra entry is opposite of July 5 entry. So that's why our cash increases and our bank reduces. Now coming to these two transactions, that is July 5 transaction and July 10 transactions, which is contra entry, you can see in the LF column, I had written the C representing that these are the contra entry and these are the contra entry. That's why in the LF column, we wrote C. And the importance already discussed that these are not going to post it into ledger. Remember that contra entry are not posted to ledger because both the aspects had already been recorded in cash book itself. Coming to the July 12 transaction, which is not in this book, I already explained you that July 12 is the transaction of check in hand, which is going to be recorded in journal. But on July 14, when you deposited this check into bank, your bank increases. That's why you write it on debit side with to check in hand. So you record check in hand on the debit side. After putting all the transaction in the cash book, the next task is to do the balancing of the cash book. And the balancing of the cash book is to done in the similar manner like we did in the single column cash book, we did in preparation of ledger, but here there are two columns. So it may not be necessary that balance will come on one side. It may come on one side for one for cash, it may be on credit side, or but for bank, it may be on debit side. Here I had did the balancing for you. That's what we do the totaling of this side first, which comes as 1,60,000 debit side. But on the credit side is short by 1,18,000. So this is the balance CD of cash. Balance CD means balance carried down. Similarly, the bank side is short by 30,000. That's why we wrote by balance CD for the bank itself. After this, we do the totaling equation, and this balance CD to be debited or written on opposite side by carrying the balance to the next month with the heading to balance CD. So this is 1,18,000 here and 30,000 here. So remember, the preparation of 2-column cash book only requires the special treatment of contra entry and check in hand. Hope after that you will be able to do the exercise question from your book, and we will carry on the problem session in the next class. Thank you. Bye. Take care.